right now. If you've been subscribed to me for a while, you know how much I hate these multicolored walls. And it is finally happening. I am so excited. My hand is cramping so bad right now. Oh my god. Okay, I am making progress. I have quite a bit actually done. Obviously, it's gonna definitely need a second coat because right now you can still kind of see the yellow through it, but I was obviously expecting that considering that our walls are bright multicolored. So yeah, honestly, it is just like the most satisfying thing to paint over all of this. Like, don't get me wrong, like as a child I loved it. I loved having the birds and the wisteria, and I think my mom did a beautiful job. It just hasn't been painted in like over 20 years, so it is definitely dated and it just is very much in need of a repaint. And I literally have little specks of paint like all over me, and like, I mean, obviously I purposely wore like sweat that I don't really care about, and this shirt is just like a thrifted thing that I like literally just cropped. So we're all good there, but there's definitely paint in a lot of different places right now. Now, when I will be vlogging at my desk, you will see gray instead of yellow, and I'm so excited. So anyway, that is the little update. I am just being a painter today. Good morning, everybody. I am having a very lazy, actually I'm not gonna say lazy, it's a very cozy morning. I have just been watching vlogmas all morning, and to be honest, the anxiety is a little bit high today, and I thought I would just like talk it out while I do my makeup and braid my hair. I kind of wanted to talk specifically about FOGO. Basically, FOGO is kind of like the opposite of FOMO. It's fear of going out, and it's definitely just like something that I'm experiencing right now, which like is kind of confusing because I'm excited obviously to go back to contortion. I haven't been to a contortion class in probably like a month, or maybe like just under a month. So like obviously I'm excited to go back to training. I definitely am excited because I have honestly been slacking on my home training just because I've been honestly just so focused on YouTube, and this is honestly one of the most time-consuming jobs you could probably have, because it's not like you're just working like the typical 9 to 5 hours, because it's like it's a weird combination of like loving what you do and also having a time-consuming job, because you know, yes, you could do the bare minimum, but the thing is that you love it, so you want to do more of it, and then your mind pretty much just never stops working. Needless to say, YouTube and social media has just consumed all of my brain power for the past like 4 weeks. So that has definitely meant that I haven't been training as much, or I have been training, but I haven't been like training as intensely. Like I definitely have not been doing as many MadFit workouts. I just overall have not been working that much on my flexibility, as far as like I've been maintaining it, but I haven't been pushing it. So I'm definitely looking forward to going back to class, but it's like this weird state that I'm in where I'm just like, I'm not scared necessarily of the virus. Like that's not the reason why I'm like, obviously I'm taking all the precautions. I'm wearing masks. I believe in masks wholeheartedly. Obviously, I cannot find the brush that I want. It's just like now I've gotten into this like flow state of being at home, and I feel like I'm in a pretty good headspace, honestly, and that's pretty rare for me. That's something that I definitely noticed in the first lockdown, that being home really forces me to deal with my issues whether I want to or not. It's kind of just like being around other people. Like it's an interesting dynamic now, and it's a weird feeling. And the reason why I wanted to share this is because I know that in some areas of the world, obviously you guys are still in lockdown. Is this even in focus? But here in BC, things aren't perfect, obviously, but I'm able to go back to class, and like for me, that's pretty much my normal routine. That I just want you guys to, if you're feeling some FOGO of your own, I want you to remember that it's okay to feel those feelings. Like, yes, there are for sure a lot of people and a lot of businesses that are thrilled about, you know, things opening up again. But if you're not feeling thrilled to go out, see everyone, and like go back to your full normal routine, like that's okay. Honestly, like just set boundaries for yourself, know what you can handle mentally right now, and try to stick to your routine as much as you can and ease your way back into things. So yeah, just try not to be so hard on yourself. I am really trying to learn that myself. When I was originally feeling these anxieties, I was like, who am I to not want to get out of lockdown when like literally the whole reason we're in lockdown is because of something horrible that is affecting people in so many awful ways. And here I am being like, oh, I don't want it to end, which is like, that's just something that I was like, that is selfish. I need to not feel that way. But then I was like, well, I do feel that way and I can't change the way that I feel about something, like instantly at least. So I might as well just accept the feelings and try to work past them. And also I know that like once I'm back out in the world, like when I'm back at class today, I'm going to feel like my normal self again. My cat is literally screaming on the other side of the door. That's really fun to listen to. The plan for the day, I think, is to decorate the tree, and then I'm probably just going to lounge around the house, try to write a post caption because I haven't posted on Instagram in a little while, and then I have contortion later. I'm definitely a little bit scared because, as I said, my home training has been a little bit lacking recently. I'm already anticipating that I'm going to be doing 15 minutes of HIIT training and then starting the regular contortion class, so looking forward to that. I mean, in all seriousness, I probably need some good HIIT training because I have not done a workout that, I mean, I do like little ab workouts every once in a while. I'll do a couple like glute bridges, squats, just to like make sure I don't turn into a flat human. But yeah, it's been a little bit lacking in the workout department recently, so it'll be good for me, but it's gonna be hard and I will not lie about that. Anyway, I'm going to braid my hair now. I've already been recording for 15 minutes. Maybe I'll just like time lapse me braiding my hair. I'm gonna do that.
Living our life trying to clean up the mess, cause I'm stuck in this route, day in, day out. Thoughts come in but nothing comes out. I'm still trying to feel on top, wishing all the shit would just come to a stop. Trying to fill the holes in our souls, trying to feel the music, let it take control. Stuck on the bottom, trying to feel on top, wishing everything would just come to a stop.
Okay, hair is done. You guys won't hear it in the video, but my stomach was growling all throughout that time lapse, so I think it's time for some food. Okay, I have my banana cinnamon walnut breakfast quinoa. Originally, I was gonna make oats, but I realized I only have like a couple tablespoons of oats, which is just like simply not enough. So I thought, oh, I'll make breakfast quinoa, which I have not made in so long, but it's actually a really, really great option if you are maybe gluten-free and can't have oats, or if you're just out of oats like me, or if you just want like a slightly higher protein option. I actually have the recipe up on my Instagram, so I think I might just like pop a little screenshot of the caption. I'm going to eat my breakfast quinoa and watch YouTube and try to also write a Instagram caption, and I will catch up with you when I decorate the tree. Okay, it is like 2 hours later since the last clip that I filmed, and I just put the lights on the tree, but now I get to decorate it, put the ornaments on it, so I'm gonna do a fun little time lapse.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
tree. Honestly, it's never been much about you. Don't get me wrong.
And I saved the best one for last, this little mouse in a walnut shell. This is the one that I always loved when I was younger, so it's still my favorite just because of the sentimental value. And it's missing an ear, it has an almond as a head, and it's just my favorite ornament. I also really like this wooden tree. I have no idea where it's from, but I think it's really cute. And then we have a ton of these sparkly stars, which I honestly think really tie together the whole tree. I also found these little red berry branches, so I stuck them in with the Christmas tree foliage that's on the mantle. I also tried making these little paper snowflakes, which this one I accidentally snipped because the thing was so thin and it just like, yeah.
Then she met me at the college. Her friends play my songs and they been following me. Yeah, I don't like to do that much explaining and talking. Just know she had coffee with me. Yeah, I hear you like pizza and dancing. Love that is not that romantic. Yeah, I don't have no time for no antics. Fly on, smile for the cameras. Oh, they like me now. Go ahead, wipe me down. She don't got a man, cause he ain't lock it down. Hey, do you think of me when I'm not around? Jaw hit the ground when you walk around. Looking like, look like art. Look like art. Look like art. Look like art. Look like art.
Good morning, guys. It is Thursday now. I took yesterday off of vlogging because, to be honest, I just wanted to get as much painting done as possible, and I now have basically a whole room done, which is really cool, and I'm super excited about that. Today, I do have something fun planned. I'm going to be baking healthy vegan gingerbread, so I am very excited to make those. So yeah, that is the plan for today. I am not honestly going to stretch until probably this evening because I am dying from class on Tuesday. I was actually talking to my dad because he actually has shin splints right now, and I was like, take that pain, because it honestly is the exact same pain, and just imagine it all throughout your body. Like every muscle, specifically my back, it literally feels like it has shin splints, but like at the same time I kind of love it because it means I worked hard. So that's just what it's like being a contortionist. You're happy when you're sore. Anyway, let's go make some healthy gingerbread. I'm so pumped for this. Also, update on the room. I'm gonna try to not show out the window because obviously that's like outside the front of my house, but I have so much done and it feels so good. I'm honestly just so thrilled about this. Like, and when there's pictures here, it's gonna look so good. I'm just honestly, I've been wanting to do this for so long, and had I known my parents would let me paint, I totally would have done this way sooner, but honestly, it's happening when it's meant to. I also just put up some little impromptu Instagram stories, so definitely head over to my Instagram if you are wanting some more content from me. I love doing these little chats, so go do that. Okay, welcome to Genevieve's Baking Show. Today we are going to be making healthy gingerbread cookies. They are gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, vegan, obviously. They're made with almond flour. They are refined sugar-free. They are also delicious because I know most people, when they hear all of those free statements, they're thinking, oh, well, this must taste like trash. They do not. They are literally the best gingerbread cookies I've ever had. Like, honestly, they're so much better than any other non-vegan ones that I've had before I went vegan, so I feel like that says something. The first thing that I'm going to do is preheat the oven, and I can't remember how hot I had the oven last year when I made these, so I'm just gonna guess 350 and hope for the best, but I will obviously let you know how that goes and give you guys the right temperature. Okay, so sorry if you can hear the oven in the background. Our oven is like really loud when it's preheating, so just disregard that. You're gonna start with getting 2 cups of almond flour. I'm gonna have this as like my dry ingredients, and then I'll use this one for the wet ingredients, although I'm most likely just gonna dump everything in this bowl anyway. This is just 2 cups of blanched almond meal or almond flour. This stuff, if you haven't used it before, it kind of honestly tastes like cake batter. It is so good. It has a very obviously almondy flavor to it. Oh, so that's 2 cups, more like 2.5, but it's fine. Next is half a cup of tapioca starch. Oh no, my battery's gonna die, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna change my battery and I'll be back. Okay, I am back with a new battery that hopefully won't die prematurely. So the next ingredient is 1 heaped tablespoon of carob powder. You could also substitute this for cacao powder if you don't have carob powder. This basically just enhances the flavor of the gingerbread. Heaped tablespoon of that. Next, I'm gonna add 3 teaspoons of ground ginger. So I like my gingerbread to be like super like gingery, because if it's gonna be gingerbread, you want it to have a lot of ginger in it. So if you are not into like crazy spiced foods, then maybe go a little bit lighter on the ginger, but as I said, I like it super gingery. Next, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And again, I'm going quite heavy-handed with the spice. Next is just a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. I have mine in this little grinder. I'm just gonna do a couple turns of that. Next is half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then it's 2 teaspoons of coconut sugar. You could also use brown sugar, but I feel like the coconut sugar just really gives it that extra toffee kind of flavor. And also we will be adding another type of sweetener after, so that's why this is like a relatively small amount of coconut sugar. Then it's 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. So I need half a teaspoon of vanilla. Next, I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm going to use MCT oil. Basically, it is a certain type of coconut oil that is really great for your brain. So I'm gonna try using this. I will let you know if it changes the consistency, and that is 2. Okay, so next is 2 tablespoons of sweetener. So you could use maple syrup, agave. I'm going to be using this organic brown rice syrup. 2 tablespoons of, okay, was not expecting that. So that's like 1.5 tablespoons, and then just like a little bit more. Okay, and the last wet ingredient is 1 teaspoon of blackstrap molasses. And I'm actually going to add just a tiny bit more, just because I know that I did kind of go overboard with the dry ingredients. Like a lot of almond flour came out, so I'm just gonna try to accommodate for that. Okay, and I definitely didn't use this bowl. I'm going to mix this together, and it should be like a very thick dough. And it's all stuck in the whisk, frick. Probably should have switched to a spatula. So I'm just gonna dust some tapioca flour all over the surface area. Dump that out. It's a little crumbly, to be honest. Okay, so I looked it up on Google, and I just had to add some water until it started to bond. So if that does happen to you, if you do try this recipe, that is how I managed to fix it. Okay, so the question is, will I get demonetized if I roll this with a wine bottle? It's not my wine bottle, but I think this, to be honest, this is what I usually use. Hey, we have cookie dough. So I'm just going to do regular circles. And then what I might do is try to cut stars from the circles. You know, I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not? Okay. Here goes nothing. I mean, it could be worse.
It's all about you, it's all about me, it's all about what we do. Making art, you and me, trying to find something to believe. Because I'm running wild, I ain't running free. Still got a lot of shit left to see. I'm stuck in this town.
now I'm just going to quickly pop some little bikinis on top just because I think it'll look cute. And then for the effect of like snowy cookies, I'm going to add just a tiny bit of coconut sprinkled on top. Obviously this doesn't totally go with the gingerbread like traditional flavor, but I think it'll look really cute, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So this is what they currently look like. I'm gonna pop them in the oven for 8 minutes, check them, and they should be done.
Holding our souls, still trying to feel the music, let it take control. Stuck on the bottom, trying to feel on top, wishing everything would just...
I just tried one of the cookies and they turned out so good. They're like, oh, you just gotta try it. I just took some Instagram photos of them and I think it turned out so cute. With all of that being said, I hope you enjoyed this week's Vlogmas. It was definitely a little bit more unorganized than last week, but it's fine. This is a very unorganized year, so it kind of goes with the theme. But yeah, I hope you are having a wonderful December so far, getting in the festive spirit, doing all of the traditions that you have with your family, and just having a great time. I hope you're doing well mentally, or at least just doing better now that you have some Christmas festive serotonin in your system. If you did like today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can tick the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video, and you can also follow me on Instagram at genevieve.mason for more of my content. And lastly, happy Soul Sunday. Remember to do something amazing for yourself today. Bake some cookies, watch a Christmas film, get cozy, have a nice hot bath with candles and a bath bomb, whatever's gonna make you feel really good going into the new week. And I will see you next Soul Sunday for Vlogmas week 3.